Hi everybody, it's me, Loretta Roger. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to reach up real quick and move my monitor so I can see it. Sorry about the jiggling. And we are going for take 3. Don't even ask what happened with take 1. It's not pretty. Shrink plastic butterflies, 3-dimensional. Here's a reminder of what they look like when they're finished, and the previous video that is on YouTube will be deleted because the quality is just so poor. I am having a $25 contest. If you'd like to enter, make your shrink plastic butterflies, post a response to this video, or send me pictures to msretta@gmail.com. That's msretta, R-H-E-T-T-A, @gmail.com. Okay, I'd also like to remind you that this information will be on the blog, and my blog address will be at the bottom of your screen. Okay, I'm going to move these out of my way, and we're going to get started. We're going to use Shrinky Dink plastic. This is Rough and Ready. You get like 15 or 20 pieces per package. Okay. You're going to need a Stays-On ink pad, a rubber stamp or acrylic stamp, whatever kind of stamp you have. Notice that this image is fairly open. It's got detail, but it's not a close detail, so it'll be easier to color. And you're going to need sharp scissors, a heat gun, and a little patience. Okay, we're going to get started. For the sake of the video, I'm only going to stamp 2 of my butterflies. It takes 2 butterflies to make 1 3-dimensional butterfly. So I can get that in camera for you. This ink pad is getting a little dry on me, I do believe, because it's not stamping as well as I think it should. That one's better. I am doing this video today by myself with the use of a tripod, and I'm hoping that that's going to give us some stability and get rid of some of my son's shaky hand syndrome. If it doesn't, I don't know what we're going to do. My husband needs to come up with a mount. Okay, I'm going to free off the 2 that I think stamp the best and just cut them out. It is going to be kind of difficult for me to cut these out on camera because I tend to be a little bit on the nearsighted side when it comes to stamping. That is starting to change as I grow older, but right now it's still the same. Okay, I'm just going to move that material out of my way. I'm going to start up here, and you will see that I'm going to move the material, not the plastic. As I get to the wing, I'm cutting into the middle, come around. If you leave a little bit of the plastic showing, don't worry about it. When it shrinks to dry, it's pretty clear. You're not going to see it. Not that anybody's going to look for it. Okay, as I come around, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to use him for the top 2 wings, and I'm going to cut the head off, come around the top, and free the butterfly. Okay. We're going to do the same thing with this one. So this time I'm going to start from the top and free the antenna up first. Come around. Like I said, I am by myself. Hopefully all of this is in camera so you can see how I'm cutting it out. Like that. Come back around. This project isn't very much different than the transparency butterflies that I made on one of my videos. It's just using shrink plastic. You use the same kind of beacon adhesive, the Quick Grip. It works pretty well. If you don't have Quick Grip and you have some just permanent glue of some kind, say super glue. Super glue works great. It is wonderful stuff. I am a big fan of super glue. If you don't have super glue and you get your nails done and you have some nail glue for, you know, the potential emergencies, nail glue works pretty darn good too. So I'm going to cut his antenna out at this time, just like that. Okay, just a quick reminder, On this one I actually stamped it wrong. I should have stamped it on the slick side and colored on the rough side. It doesn't matter. As long as you use a Copic marker to color these, it won't matter. If you're using a colored pencil to color these, then you're going to have to start over. Okay, I am literally just going to scribble, okay? This is R29. It's going to dry to be almost a brick red. Because this material is slick, and I'm coloring on the slick side, I will be picking up this color onto my fingers and my material. Anything underneath it is going to get the red on it, or whatever color you happen to use. I will tell you that it comes off fairly easily with soap and water. If it does stain your fingers, just use a magic eraser to wash your hands and it will come off. If you happen to get a little bit on your clothes, the best thing in the world to remove Copic ink, wait for it, shampoo. Use a few drops of whatever favorite shampoo you have. Put it on the stain of your Copic marker stain on your clothes and wash it like you normally do. Every bit of it will come out. Okay, I'm just going to use my scissors because I have them handy and use this to keep this shrink plastic from moving too much. So we're just going to turn on the heat gun, let it warm up a little bit, and then shrink this. I'm fairly close to the material, as you can see. I'm going to move the scissors out of the way and shrink it until it's flat. Okay, that one's done. I'm going to bring this one in and do the same thing. Remember, this is going to be the top set of wings. Okay, now if you do not have fingers that are used to taking this kind of heat like I do, have yourself a little glass of water, this ice, and put your fingers in it and then grab this piece of shrink plastic, because this is hot. It's very, very hot, and you will burn yourself if you're not used to, your fingers don't have calluses like mine do. See, I've now turned the wings upward. And this is already pretty hard. This material starts very thin, very flexible, and then it dries to be fairly hard and tough. Now the bottom one is also hard, but it's still too warm to do anything with yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to blow on this piece for just a second. Just like hot food, you want to cool it off just a little tiny bit. Now with this one, the antenna stayed in place very nicely, as you can see. And we're going to use the Quick Grip adhesive. It just takes a dab. Now I'm going to tell you that when I put this on, you're going to see this adhesive actually bubble a little tiny bit because it's still that hot. So please be careful. Use reasonable caution. You don't want to set your house on fire. You don't want to burn your hands, and you certainly don't want your husband to be mad because, you know, you tried to have the paper in your house all on fire, or, you know what I mean. Alright, use reasonable caution. Line these up, just like that. Push them down. Hold it there for a few seconds, and it's done. Now, I do set this aside and let it totally cool for about 5 to 10 minutes until you don't feel any heat in the plastic at all. Then you can use it for whatever you want. I'll post some still photos after this video. I apologize for the photos that they were taken when my desk was a really hot mess, and that was just life. But when I've got a lot going on, I do not have a big area. My work desk is about 5 feet wide by 3 feet wide, 3 feet long, whatever. You know what I meant. And so when I have a lot of projects, I do try to cut all the pieces and work assembly line style. So that just shows you a few of the shrink plastic butterflies. I hope that you'll try this project. Don't forget about the contest. You can also, like I said, email me. pictures or post a video response. I will hold the contest until the 10th of April, and on the 11th I'll make a decision, and on the 12th I will get back to you and let you know who won. So give it a try. You can do these one dimensional or two. This is just a single layer that I've curled. Thanks for joining me today with Stamping with Loretta. I hope you have a great day. Stamp happy and be a blessing. Bye, y'all.